Hello and welcome to another update on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is now in this support zone that we talked about in the last video. We have a small reaction, and the move to the downside looks complete. So we might see that larger wave 4 bounce that we talked about. I would slightly prefer that. It's not necessarily the more probable outcome. I'm just saying that, hold on. I'm just saying here on the micro level, we have seen a 3-wave move up. That in itself means the move up is somewhat corrective in nature. Could easily be an ABC structure in this wave 4, and we're now moving down in wave 5. But this move down looks like 3 waves. So we have 3 waves up, 3 waves down. This leaves the door open for another bounce, and maybe a break above that, kind of, not necessarily break above, but let's say a test of the 99.5K level, which is the upper boundary of our resistance area. And that could, if things go well, lead to a close above the 55-week exponential moving average, one of the important moving averages that we cover regularly. So basically, I'm watching for a reaction, guys. This is a 3-wave move up, 3-wave move down thing here. I haven't labeled it because it's also possible we're just getting another dip. I think there is a chance, and I would, as I said, I would slightly prefer it as long as we're holding above 94,674, that we're going higher. That's why I've got the arrows, right? That should be very clear. So above the pivot, higher. We talk about the 15-minute chart, okay? And below, lower, okay? And someone commented, I did read it, someone commented that, you know, why am I bearish or something like that, or surprised that I'm bearish? But that really hasn't changed. I mean, short term, I've been looking for lower now for quite some time, given that we had so many impulsive structures to the downside, right? Also, already, you know, early November, we saw that 4th of November sell-off coming, right? It was there in the chart. So, and that situation hasn't changed. So, for example, last week, we were watching this bounce. I mean, that was this 1-2 setup, so it was kind of announced, you could say, that sell-off was, I don't want to say we didn't know, right, but it was quite clear. There was at least a setup for it. And then the move up after the 4th of November low ended as a 3-wave move. It was a 3-wave move, nothing impulsive. And we landed in resistance. And then, yeah, we started to see here 5-wave moves to the downside again. And there is just nothing, there's just no break above resistance. So how could I be short-term bullish, right? Short-term, just talking about very short-term, the pressure is downward. But within this downward move scenario, there could be a bounce in this wave 4. This is the first resistance area to watch between 96,764 and 99,644. Only a break above it indicates that a more meaningful low has formed. Don't see it at the moment. Yeah, seems like we're bouncing in a corrective move. I mean, even if we get that larger 4. I mean, if we don't get it now, we should get this larger 4 after the next low and then up. Yeah, I mean, there's not really any short-term strength yet. I'm just saying we have something that looks like an ABC, and the C wave is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's actually a pretty much complete looking decline, and it's kind of yeah, maybe you could get a few more downside squiggles, but should then bounce quite soon if we get that larger 4. So right at the pivot now, key spot here, and on Sunday I would expect a bit more volatility than Saturday. I mean, Saturday was kind of without surprises. There wasn't much going on, just a slow move down into support after the price got rejected at our resistance, yeah, at the 23.6 retracement. That's the update on Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then also, yeah, become part of the MCO community. You get access to a lot of additional updates. Today I covered Zcash for our members. Very interesting chart at the moment. There's even a micro count today. Tomorrow we've got our member live stream at 5 p.m. UTC. You can join that as well as a member. And we also have a public live stream tomorrow before that. So stay tuned for that. It's all scheduled. You find that information here on our channel page. There's also a video about our membership, how it works. And if you are a gold member, you can even access our Discord server, because Look, these analyses take a lot of time. People don't see how much work it actually is. I think many of you know, but many don't. And so it's just a lot of work. And part of that work is, for example, creating all these trading view charts. And as a member, as a gold member, you have access to all of them. You can just copy them, integrate them into your own trading view, scroll around. You even see live changes when you're in view only mode. All of that stuff and much more can be found on Discord. I wish you a great Sunday and see you in the live stream. Thanks so much. Bye bye.